So what we're looking for now is we're looking to make sure that the queen is all right and that there's brood in here, new babies. And so that will show us she's here and she's okay and she's laying. So we take this out and look at all the nice brood. All these browns in here, that's all brood. So the queen is laying in this hive. Look on the other side.
Beautiful.
See, look at the nice solid pattern. So the queen's just doing beautifully there. Now this one with the dome on it, that's a drone cell. So that's a male bee. All the other ones are females. And then along the side we can see some honey over here. Here's some nectar. It'll be converted to honey. So this is good. This
So do they store the nectar and then they go back to that to make the honey? Oh, okay.
So they'll take the nectar and then the bees, awful as it sounds, two of them will get together and vomit the nectar back and forth at each other.
Good.
Get the enzymes in their stomachs working.
Party in the hive.
And that's going to make the honey.
That's awesome.
So here's another brood. This queen's doing beautifully.
That's nice.
Put this back in gently. These are nice, peaceful bees. Easy to work with.
Yeah, they didn't really seem to mind.
Yeah. Trick is to always move slowly. And try not to cast a shadow on them.
Am I making a shadow? No.
These back.
Why do they not like the shadow?
Just it interrupts them. It lets them know somebody's around.
So now are you moving those in a different order than what they were? Or that's the same order that you took them out in?
Yeah, it's the same order.
Okay.
Good. Put this box back on gently.
Don't squish any. So that just sits there. It's not really attached.
What's that?
The top box you just put on. It's not like it snaps on. It just sits there.
Sits there, and they will they'll build propolis to seal it up.
Oh, okay.
That's why we have the hive tool to pop it free.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's very nice. That's a really good looking hive.
So the reason that they didn't drink the sugar water from Friday was because you think they have a different nectar source now?
So what we want to do now is we actually want to remove that water.
Oh, okay.
Because they're making honey, and we don't want the honey to be made out of sugar water.
We want it to be made out of nectar. Okay,
So
I mean out of
pollen. A lot
pollen.
of that honey in there is nothing but sugar water. So we're going to remove those water bottles.
Now or wait till we're done?
When we're done.
Okay.
Okay, that's one. Now let's go have a look at the other one.
This is all very zen, I'm telling you. Hive number 2.
Just top off.
This has more bees coming and going out of the front of it than this other one did. Dead soldier. Now you've made me paranoid. Are my ears touching the side of this thing? I hope not.
They haven't come up in this hive yet.
Oh, but did they seal it?
Oh yeah, they'll seal that up. They'll seal up anything that...
Oh.
There we go. Some nice bees there.
Now, why did you decide not to smoke them? Because they're just so calm right now?
If I don't have to.
And they're just so calm?
They're so calm,
Now, that's a different color than the other one, or that is they're already filling up?
No, that's just a different foundation. I had the foundation for that one. I had to buy foundation for these others. You can see how they're sealing these frames together. That's propolis too. Worker bees will actually coat the inside of the box with propolis. They're very sanitary and they want to keep
Look at them on your
Okay,
tool.
girls, come on. Come on, I don't want to squish you. I don't want to squish you. Come on.
That is funny.
I know you don't like that, but
Ooh,
you know,
exciting. Oh, I made a shadow. So what's the deal with the shadow? I look like a bear?
I think it just disrupts them.
Mm.
I mean, terrible things won't happen. It's just I don't like to cast it if I don't have to. Ooh,
What's wrong?
just looking at all of the brood.
So it's working, right?
Yeah, let's see. Let's pull one of these out and have a look. Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Look at that. What a beautiful pattern. Look at that. All just filled in.
That is
These
gorgeous.
are great queens.
Look at how
Hasn't got
fuzzy
the
they
other
look.
side.
They look so fuzzy, the bees.
So the queen must be on here someplace. She hasn't gone any farther yet. Bet she's on the other side here. Just look for a cluster of bees. Maybe not. Maybe she's going the other direction. Let's do this one up and have a look.
That is so beautiful.
Lots of nectar around the edges, but I think that's from the sugar water, so that's why we want to get that out of there.
Now, will the queen be bigger than these guys?
Should be much bigger.
I just didn't know what I was
much
looking
bigger.
for.
Yeah.
They're busy bees. How cool. It's an amazing thing, isn't it?
Yes, isn't it?
Nature is so beautiful.
It is, absolutely.
So now those globs of whatever you called that comb at the top, will you knock those off where they are, or you'll leave that? Oh.
Yeah, I'll take those off.
And what did you call that?
Burr comb.
Burr comb.
Yeah, burr. B-U-R-R.
Like Aaron Burr?
Uh-huh. You got a burr in your saddle?
Yeah, sometimes I do.
I've heard stories about that.
Depending on what's going on around here, sometimes I do.
Yeah, it's getting a little bit riled up now, so let's get them.
Well, you'd be riled up too if you were busy vacuuming and somebody came in and started throwing stuff around.
Yeah, be real careful. We don't want to.
Excite them too much.
Well, you want to be careful because you could skish the queen
Oof.
doing this sort of stuff. So that's why you want to move gently.
And we never did see her, so we don't really know where she is.
Yeah, well,
She's in the most active one?
she's somewhere around there where we're seeing the brood cells.
Uh-huh.
Because she works her way across. She'll start over here and work her way across
Oh, okay.
the hive.
It's really an amazing thing.
And then she'll turn and work her way back.
So how long does it typically take before you're harvesting honey? Like at the end of the season? Is it like, okay, it's the end of the summer?
No, it'll be probably another month or so.
Oh my gosh, and then we start again?
Yep, it's a kind of a constant thing.
And then, but we don't
trick
have to
is
get new queens again. Then it's the same queen that stays, or they're birthing new queens, right? You only buy the queens when you first set up, or if your hive fails?
Well, sometimes if the queen is failing, in fact, quite often the bees will make a new queen.
Oh, okay.
So that's one of the things we look for. We look for queen cells, and if the queen cells are up in the middle of the comb, then that's probably a good chance that they're going to replace the queen in that hive. If the queen cells are hanging off the bottom of the frame, let's show you here. So if you saw a queen cell up in here, that would probably mean that there's a good possibility that the existing queen isn't doing too well.
Oh, okay.
And they're going to try to make a new queen. You see queen cells down along the bottom?
Yeah.
That's a warning sign, because those are usually swarm cells. So they make a bunch of queens in preparation to take the existing queen half the
away.
hive and take off
Geez.
with the
Okay.
swarm.
Yeah. All right.
So
Traders.
it's kind of why you want to watch the hive on a regular basis.
Yeah.
The other thing is, as far as taking honey, you want to take honey, but you got to remember you have to feed your bees.
Right.
A lot of people say the first year you have a hive, don't take honey, leave it all.
Oh, okay.
Other ones say as long as
What's your theory?
As long as you're a sharing person and you take a little and leave.
Can we just have a pancake day and just take that much?
We could probably do that.
We'll do pancake day. That'll be all we use.
Okay, girls, you're gonna have to move here now because I'm gonna have to put this back. Come on. So when you move the bees, you just want to flick them. You don't want to push them and roll them.
Because that damages them?
Yeah, and it really makes them very unhappy.
Oh,
too.
okay. All right.
Just like it would make you unhappy if somebody knocked you over and rolled you down the hill.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
So you just kind of use a flicking action at them to kind of prompt them along gently. Encourage
Probably a more natural way to be moved when you think about it. Like in nature, something's really not going to push you. You're probably going to get flicked by a flower or a twig or.
This one doesn't.
Well, Randy, that was an amazing video we just made.
So while we're looking at this, the other thing you can do, if you don't want to use a front feeder, you can get a couple of pieces of wood and put it on here, and then take the bottle and just put it over the top here, and use that as a top feeder.
Well, the free lunch stops today for these girls.
But you see, that's good. We've fed them, and that's encouraged them to settle in, build comb, and for the queen to start laying. So that was very, very good. Very successful.